Hey guys, what's up? I've got a mock review video for you today. I'm going to be reviewing this mock, I guess, that I put together of a battle just somewhere in France during World War II, sometime after D-Day. So to get started with it, I guess I'll just jump in and start with how I did the base. So if you notice, I did this free form or freehand, I think that's the term, one of those two, building style, where I did two studs of height, and then I started laying the plates horizontally like you normally would. And I really like the way that turns out. It gives you the ability to have rounded edges and corners that you can't get with a base plate. I used a lot of these orange pieces here, I think from Lego.com. They had them on the pick-a-brick area of the site. From there, there's just sidewalk anywhere that there's not road, or the house, obviously. I just kind of put plates down, tried to keep it smooth in areas, studded in other areas so that I could still place figures. I have a little Pack 40. It's kind of off screen a bit. I will move the camera around here in a bit. I just have it on the tripod while I'm discussing things in the beginning. So we do have a German Pack 40 here. This is my design. So I'll just give you a 360 view of that. And I will be putting instructions for this up on my website at www.battlebirdbricks.com. So those will be available if you want to build that for yourself. I will link my site down in the description, as well as the sites like Eclipse Graphics that I used for some of these minifigures, and brick arms. So I have some Pack 40 shells just laying here behind that you can't see. Those are brick arms. And then over here we have an American Sherman tank. This is not my design. I will have to put it down in the description because I can't think of it off the top of my head. But it's another YouTube channel. If you just Google Sherman World War II tank instructions, it should pop up. But I will look it up and put it in the description so he gets the credit where that is due, because I love that design. The scale of that tank works perfectly for the scale that I like to build in. And yeah, I think it just fits perfectly for my build style. Moving on from there, there's just a bunch of stuff laying around. So I have some barrels back here, just built up. Just to have some clutter around, a bunch of boxes, barrels here. Threw in this little piece. That was just a freebie I got from Brick Warriors, I believe. Broken bottle. Some power lines, just built these up. Very simple. And then a bar going through the top to hold everything together. Moving on from, oh, my bad. I also have this little lamp. I really like this design. I was lucky enough to have two of these clear minifigure heads. And I really wanted to put them to a use where they'd be visible and make sense. And I was very happy with the way this lamp turned out and was able to accommodate those pieces like I wanted. Moving on from there, we will go into the minifigures. There's some in the house, so I'll just start out here, and then when we move on to the house details, I'll go over the ones that are in there as well. So on the German side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 outside of the house right now. And then I believe there are 2 more inside the house. So I'll start with the Radioman. So this is my Radioman. He just has one of these Star Wars officer caps on. I think those worked fine. He's got a KR98. And this is my design for a radio pack. I don't know if you can see that very well in the lower light, but I like the way it turned out. And we have this guy. He's got an MP40 and he's running up with a Panzerfaust. He is looking at the tank. Back here, there's a little guy crouched behind the Pack 40. You can see that. He's got his knee up, and he's just taking cover behind the Pack 40 from these guys that are engaging. Sorry about that, gotta move the tripod back. Then we have this guy with the Gewehr 43. He's just trying to take aim, load his weapon, something like that. Preparing for the firefight to come. This guy on the MG 42, you can see he's firing a burst, and we've got a tracer round coming out. This guy, the radio man, is calling out targets for him. And then we have this guy throwing a stick grenade, hoping to take out some part of the tank, maybe the track or one of the wheels or something. And then you can just see inside we have a guy with an MP40 running out the door. And then over to the American side. Over here we have a captain. He is taking cover behind the track of the tank. And then we have this guy with an M1 Garand, and he has one of the Crazy Arm. So it's from crazyarms.com, I think. I will link them in the description. They make these awesome arms that let minifigures hold guns in very dynamic ways. You can get some great poses out of it. So this guy's getting ready to throw a smoke grenade, provide some cover for all these guys that are moving up. And then we just have 4 guys coming up behind the tank. The leader of the group here is running with his BAR, ready to take aim. You can see I put the little mono clip on the front, and it gives it a great look, like he's holding the gun, running, you know, like you would realistically. I think it looks really awesome. And then following him, we have just another M1 Garand rifleman, a guy with a Thompson, and then another M1 Garand rifleman. So all these guys' torsos and legs are identical, as well as the backpack and the helmet. The only difference are their faces and their weapons. So this guy has an Eclipse Graphics face. I'll go over some of these faces because they are some of them from sites. This guy has a Citizen Brick face. This is a Citizen Brick face. That is not. This is a Citizen Brick face. And then these Germans also have some. So this here is a Citizen Brick face. This guy with the balaclava, that's a Citizen Brick head. And I love those. I love the look of those. I got 4 of the dark gray and 3 of the light blue gray. So he has a Citizen Brick face. And then I believe, yes, in the door, he has one as well. This is Citizen Brick, and this is Citizen Brick as well. That is all of them on this MOC with Citizen Brick heads. But, okay, so we have this guy back here. He's getting ready to load his rifle. This guy is chucking a grenade into this hole in the building. Just getting ready to clear it out. And then we have this guy with an M1 Garand, peeking around the corner, getting ready to take a shot at one of these guys here. Okay, so now that we have gone over the outside, let me put you guys back in the tripod. And I will take apart the house a little bit. So I have these tiles that I got from Citizen Brick that are light switches. I really liked those. So I put those in every room. So each room has a light switch. Some of the rooms are not furnished yet, so this one doesn't have anything in it. I have a little grandfather clock at the end of the hallway down there. A couch in the corner, a little chair in the corner. And then here's another German taking cover, firing down on these guys that just came around the corner. And then there's the staircase down, as well as just a little lamp in this back bedroom. Moving on, I will pull that first floor off and show you guys some of the details. That second floor, and show you guys some of the details on the first floor. So to take this apart, I made it pretty simple. You just pull this little piece of the chimney off, and then the entire top section of the house lifts off and exposes the bottom floor. And there's some cool details on the underside of this that I will show you in just a moment. So this is the top trim of the walls, just so that I could mark where they would go, because you can see the walls are just one brick lower than they should be. And then there's also a little ceiling fan with a light bulb here for the living room area. So this is a little more detailed than the second floor. This is that German that was running out of the door. So he just has an MP40 and that bluish gray balaclava headpiece from Citizen Brick. So I have a little dresser here in the first room, as well as that light switch. I made this little plant, just putting some grass pieces in a top hat. Looks nice for a little end table piece or something. This will be the kitchen area, so I'll put some furnishings in there eventually. This is the little living room, so we have a couch, a reclining chair, and just a lamp in the corner, as well as a little fireplace here in the end of the hallway. Like I said, the light switches on each wall. There's one for the staircase area with just a little dresser there at the end. And there's a little top-down view. And I'll just give you guys a quick overview of the whole thing, let you get a look. So like I said, there is some more detail that does need to be added. Some things that I need to keep finished furnishing, in the house. As you can tell, it's a little sparse right now. I need to get some tables, beds, and things like that in there just to make the area look a little better. But other than that, I thought it was decently ready for us to take a look at and for me to share with you guys. Alrighty guys, so I got it back together. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at this with me. If there's anything else you want to see, if maybe I missed something and you want to take a closer look at it, just let me know down in the comments. I'd be happy to go over anything you might have missed, or maybe include it in an update or something like that. So just let me know. On that, I'd say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.